What's up, everyone? This is Band Black Ops. We're playing some Call of Duty Black Ops 2. We are on the new map Buried in the Vengeance DLC, and we are getting the Awaken the Gazebo achievement, which is probably one of the hardest, if not the hardest, in some ways, in the new map pack. So this is a lot of fun. First thing you want to do is use the shotgun chalk right there to get a free 1,000 points, and then we're going to run down here and free the giant. And after that, at this point, you will have 1,700 points, and that's how, if you're at that point right then we're good to go so far. Basically, what we need to do in this is pack-a-punch a gun in round one, which sounds ridiculously difficult. It sounds actually impossible, and it is impossible in pretty much every other zombie map ever. But in this one, it is doable thanks to the chalk. So we're going to use the chalk to get free points, free 1,000 points every time we draw something on the wall, and a bonus 2,000 points for the last piece of chalk. And I'll show you how to do that. Right here, by the way, some people will build a trample steam from here to fly across there. I do not do that. I've tried it before and it works perfectly. It's a quicker way to get over there. It's a nice shortcut. You don't have to do all this running around quite as much anyway. The problem is that sometimes zombies will walk on it and they'll get flung. And if you lose one or two zombies, that's enough that you won't have enough points to do this exact method that I'm going to show you. This method is the easiest one I've seen so far because I'm going to show you how to make enough money to buy a gun too so that you can easily get through the ghost house. The hardest part is getting through the ghost house without getting touched, and if you have the gun that I will show you how to get, then we will be able to easily get through the ghost house, and all the rest of this is just to follow my step-by-step type thing, and we should be good to go. As you can see, the first thing that I did was run all the way through that tunnel area. I'm going to go right back through it again, and I jumped across onto the roof and got a piece of chalk in the chalk room. So that's how we get into the chalk room, and now I'm going to run all the way across again, and I'm going to jump back onto the bar roof in a moment. And when I'm on the bar roof, I'm going to use the chalk to draw it on the wall on the question mark. So here we are again in the bar. So right here on the wall is a question mark. So we draw this AN94 just like that, and that's a free 2,000 or free 1,000 points, excuse me. And then I'm gonna jump over here and turn on the power. That power needs to be on as well, obviously, because the pack-a-punch machine will not work without the power. So then what we're gonna do is run back over here this is where to the area where the jail cell was, because sometimes there will be a bottle of booze right there when you turn on the power. For some reason, every once in a while, another bottle of booze will pop up as soon as you turn on the power. Not there this time, but if it does go there, you have extra points to mess with, so you don't have to do quite as many of these steps that I'm going to show you how to do, because it's 750 less points you got to worry about because it's a free bottle of booze. So I'm going to fast forward this part here. You can see that I'm running all the way back into this area, picking up another piece of chalk, going back down, running on the floor, and then running up on this wall right here. So here I'm at 2,700. Again, I'm going to put this piece of chalk on the wall, the SVU, and now I'm at 3,700. So now I'm going to fast forward it again. And again, just follow this path that I'm taking here. You're going to go through the barn and then through the tunnel on the right. And then you're going to jump over the little gap right here. And then we're going to be back onto the bar. And then we're going to jump from the bar roof over to the roof of the chalk building. Back into the chalk section. Pick up another piece of chalk. This time I picked up the galvanuckles. And then we're going to run all the way back up here to the top of the steps. And as you can see right now, I'm at 3,700, and now I am at 4,700. I also like to build up a wall here. Just every little bit counts. This is an extra 40 points, because you can only get 40 points for rebuilding walls in round 1. Although I cut myself out there. You can see I have 4,730. I could have got 10 more points, but I ran away too fast because the zombie punched me in the face. So now I'm going to run through this again, go all the way over, and get the second to last piece of chalk, which is the AK-74U. So I'm going to pick up that gun, and I'm going to run all the way across. The next thing I'm going to do is now I'm going to build the trample steam. So you need to open up the general store right here, just like this. It's going to cost you 750, and then we're going to use the engine little piece that we found right there on the wall. Excuse me, on the it's kind of on the shelf there. So we're going to put that piece in here, and then we're going to run down here, and we're going to pick up the flag, which is right on top of this barrel. And we're going to put the flag on. This is the same trample steam that we used in Die Rise. It helps you to fling you across difficult areas, which is super helpful, and this is absolutely needed. This is a step that is 100% mandatory for being able to get this achievement solo. This is an achievement that you can also do alone. Some people have done, with a bunch of people, some people have done, so they help you out. There's more zombies to kill and stuff like that, so you get more points. But this is a really cool method to do it alone. It was a really fun challenge. I figured out almost all of this myself, and then I heard about a couple helpful hints that I missed So I'm really glad that I had those helpful hints too. So after we get that great piece, which is up on top of the steps, right where the balcony type thingy is right here, then we're going to get the fan, which is on the desk right there. And this is the fourth and final piece. So we're going to run this piece all the way up here and build this in right here. And then the trample steam will be done. Another thing you have to worry about, like I said before, is try to pick up this trample steam and try to hurry up and do this next step before a zombie jumps on it. If a zombie will jump on it and they get flung, you're going to kill them. And if you kill 2 zombies, you might have just too little amount of points. If you kill 3, you'll definitely not have enough. If you kill 1, that's it. You only have the chance to kill 1. If you kill any more than that, then you're screwed. As far as getting enough points that you need to get. So now we're going to draw the AK-74U up on this wall that we got flung across by the trample steam, and I'm going to jump over here, get flung back, and then jump over it again, pick it back up again, and now we need to run. As I'm looking at the zombies here, because I wasn't sure if any of them got flung. I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm like, uh-oh, where's the 6th? But he appeared right there real quick, so there's still 6. There are 6 zombies in round 1, so I'll try to keep that many at all costs. You can kill them right now if you wanted to, but I like to keep them there just for the time being. And then right down here, we're going to drop into the bar and pick up the booze, and we're going to come back up this pot. Don't open the front door. It costs $12.50. That's going to be too expensive. You need to open up the stairs instead so you can come back up. Now that we got the booze, the giant is going to be starting to follow us, so we need to go back through the general store, which I'm going to get there in a second. And you can go up the stairs of the general store, and you walk out onto the balcony section, and then jump out of the balcony here. As soon as you do this, what you want to do is go into the corner here, which I'm going to get there in a second, right here, and I'm going to fast forward this part again too in a second. What you want to do is kind of hang out here. If you hang out here, then zombies will continue to not spawn in this other section. If you go all over in the other section and wait for the giant to come across, then zombies will spawn over here, and they're going to get in your way as you're trying to do this next step here. We need to break that barrier right there at the church. That's the next thing that we need to break. And we're going to use the giant to do so with the booze that we picked up in the bar for free. And the further you are away from the debris that you want to smash, the more points you get. So you can see I'm going to get plus 610 there, and that is awesome. The further away you are, the more points you are. So you get as far away as you possibly can. You can get about 400 or more, and you'll be in good shape. If you lose any more, I mean, if you only get 200 points or something like that by breaking the debris, that is not enough points. You need to be as far away as you can. Now we're going to use the trample steam again to jump over this piece of debris like this. And now what we're going to do is run all the way over. I'm fast forwarding this part again. We're going to run all the way over back into the chalk room and do this kind of quickly because you don't want any zombies to get flung by that trample steam that you sat over there. Hopefully they'll start spawning on this side for you instead of trying to follow you. We're going to jump back over on top of this roof in the chalk area and pick up the PDW last. This is extremely important too. This is a helpful hint that I realized is extremely useful. Pick up the PDW last because this is the gun that we are going to buy. We're going to drop back down, pick up the trample steam because we're going to need that again. We're going to go back into the church and go to the top floor, and that's where we're going to draw the PDW. Now, because we used every single piece of chalk, you actually get a bonus 1,000. So instead of getting 1,000 right here, as you can see, I'm at 4,840. Instead of just getting 1,000, I'm going to get 2,000 and jump all the way up to 6,840. And now I'm going to purchase this gun, and now I'm down to 5,840. This gun is very, very, very useful because when you run through the ghost house, you can get through the entire thing without reloading because it gives you 50 bullets. So that's extremely useful. Now we're going to use the trample steam on this rock area. There's a little gap in here where there's a rock. You can use the trample steam to launch across this, just like that. So that is what you want to do. And now we're going to open the door. This costs $12.50. So you can see I have less than 5,000, and 5,000 is how much you need, but that's okay because we're going to kill the zombies once we get to the other side. Here's when you want to be quick but also careful. You need to run so that you can you take one ghost out and sprint to the next spot, look around the corner. Look at this pattern. This is basically the pattern that the ghosts are going to take, although they changed it up a little bit. But as you can see, I went down to my very last bullet here, and then I ran out as fast as I could. Now what you want to do is go back to this corner right here in this bush, because the ghosts can come from this front area down the steps. They can also come to the right. I never knew they came to the right, and the time before I actually got this achievement, I was going for it, and I thought I was going to get it, and as I was killing the ghosts coming down the steps, one snuck up on me from the right and hit me and made me lose 2,000 points, and I was so freaking pissed. So that's why you want to kind of jump back and forth. I'm looking left, right, left, right. I can see this one here on the right, and then I'm going to look back to the left, and there's the bottle. But this is something, too, you kind of don't want to pick up the bottle because one of the free perks you might get is the perk which makes your bullet a little bit more powerful. And if you do that, then you will get less points for killing the zombies because they're gonna die faster. So don't pick up the free perk just for this. Normally you would pick it up, but for the purpose of this, you don't want to. Now what we're gonna do is shoot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the zombie and then knife. Now I got a double points here, and I'm not even going to use it because I wanted to show you guys that this is possible without the double points, because you're not always going to get as lucky as I did with the double. So here's a zombie, but I'm not even going to shoot it yet. I'm going to wait for the 2 points, the double up points to go away, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then knife. You can see I'm at 4,950. There's still 4 more zombies out there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then knife. There are still more zombies out there, but I have more than enough points now. I only need 5,000 to pack the punch a gun, and I'm at 5,130. So now we have to continue going through this maze, avoid some of these zombies. I'm not even going to worry about shooting them or anything, because I don't know how many are left. I'm pretty sure it's 3, but, you know, just to be sure, to be safe, I'm not going to kill any of them, because I have enough points. Now we're going to go into the gazebo, run down the spiral steps, put this baby in the pack-a-punch machine, this PDW, because it becomes a really cool gun once you pack-a-punch it too. It's a really good gun. And then, bam, we pick it up, and there is the achievement pop, Awaken the Gazebo. I was so excited when I got this, and the crazy thing is when I did get it, my capture thingy failed, so I had to get it again on my secondary account, which sucked so badly. I was really mad, and on top of that, theater mode didn't want to save this one. It saved all my zombie games except for this one, because theater mode just wanted to screw me in the butt like that. But oh well, I got it, so screw you, theater mode. I'm so glad I finally got it. I hope this helped you guys. I've seen a couple pretty useful ones online for this achievement, but I think this is probably the most detailed and useful as far as all the helpful tips. As you can see, I had more than enough points. The extremely useful part is doing the exact methods that I use so that you have enough points to actually buy another gun the way that I did, because once you buy another gun, going through that ghost house is way easier than just trying to play dodgeball with them and try to, you know, dodge their attacks as they try to hit you. It's way harder to do it that way. I think it's easier to, if you can build up enough money like I did, to then buy the PDW off the wall, and then that baby will be perfect for you. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Many more to come. Really had a lot of fun doing this one, and I will talk to you guys later. Thank you again so much. See ya.